Hello students, this is Poonam teacher back with a new video of Science 2. In my last video, we have learned the creation of solar array, that how the solar cells when arranged in series, it forms modules. When modules are arranged in series, it forms strings. When strings are arranged in series, it forms solar arrays like this. And when the solar cells are arranged in serial and parallel manner into the solar array, it results in the formation of the panel. And because and whatever energy of the sun or the heat and the light energy will be falling onto this solar array, and then the creation of direct current will take place. With the help of the inverter, we can convert that direct current into alternating current, and then the transformer is there which transform the voltage and the current levels of the generated power, and then it is distributed, or then it is supplied to the electricity distribution network, which is known as a power grid. So this is how the schematic representation of the solar photovoltaic station is there. So this kind of generation of electricity is beneficial because it does not require any kind of fuel. So, and as there is no fuel consumption, there is not going to be any kind of air pollution. The only disadvantage is that we can create such kind of energy only into the presence of sunlight. So that is this kind of energy will be generated only during daytime and not during night. Now let's move towards solar thermal power plant. Now in this solar thermal power plant, the energy from the sun will be used for heating the water. Then the steam will be created from such water, and then that steam will be used to drive the turbine. The turbine is connected to the electrical generator, and this is how the electricity will be generated. So here different stages are given which belongs to solar thermal power plant. So first is concentrators for collecting the sunlight. So concentrators are the materials which will collect maximum amount of sunlight, and then the absorber is there which will absorb the concentrated sunlight and will start heating the water. Then from that water, steam will be created. That steam will be drive to the turbine, and because of that the turbine will start moving. So and then to the turbine generator is connected, so that the kinetic energy of the steam will be converted into electrical energy, and this is how the electricity will be produced into solar thermal power plant. Now here it is a schematic representation of solar thermal power plant is given. So these are the concentrators, or these are the reflectors. So here the entire sunlight will be falling on it, and then it will be reflected back, and here it is going to be the water like this. See, from here the water will come, and then absorber will also be there, which is going to be black in color because black color is good absorber of heat. And because of that the water will be heated over here. The water will be converted into the steam, and then that steam will be, the kinetic energy into the steam will be used for moving or for rotation of the turbine. Over here the turbine is connected to the generator. Here the kinetic energy of the steam is converted into electrical energy. So this is how the electricity will be produced. And then the water will be sent to the cooling tower. Over here the condensation of the steam will take place first into the condenser, and then the leftover water will be sent into the cooling tower. And then again the same water will be supplied over here. Again it will be heated, again the steam will be created, again the turbine will be rotated with the help of the steam. Then from that the turbine is connected to the generator, and the kinetic energy from the steam will again be converted into electrical energy, and the same energy will be sent to the power grid like this. Here the distribution of the electricity will take place. So this is how the solar thermal power plant will work. So now here energy sources used for electrical power generation in the world is given. So maximum energy is obtained from coal, that is from, for the world it is 41%, for India it is 60%, and least energy is from petroleum. So even renewable sources of energy like wind and solar energy we are using, and it is to the percentage of this, or the quantity of this is to be increased, so that there will be the pollution free environment, and also we can satisfy our need of energy and the electricity. So this is how we have completed the chapter. Kindly complete the exercise, and till then have a knowledgeable day. Thank you.